Hey Rosebud, today's video, as I said before, is going to be the review of Alice Madness Returns. I'm going to try and make this very, shorter than other reviews that I have done. So, here we go. Summary. Now, Alice Madness Returns is the sequel to American McGee's Alice. I'm going to change the angle of this. Sorry, but I'm trying to figure out a new angle for the tripod. And by angle I mean leg length. Okay, that'll work. But yeah. Sequel to American McGee's Alice. American McGee's Alice is basically Alice Liddell, a brown hair, not blonde. When she was about 9, not 9, 8, sorry, yeah. When she was 8, she went to Wonderland. And everything was like nice and happy, and she met everyone and they're all friendly. Then, then her parents died in a fire in her house, which, you don't find out who set it until the second game, but this actually put her in a weird coma, which she did keep waking up from, but she was very crazy, and I mean literally mental crazy. So, she, when in her coma, she actually went back to Wonderland, but Wonderland had become this monstrous place with everyone trying to kill, well not everyone trying to kill her, but a lot of people trying to kill her. Queen of Hearts, Mad Hatter, all those people. But she finds out from the caterpillar that if she defeats the Red Queen, Queen of Hearts, then her sanity will be safe. And she'll go back to normal, and that's fine. And she does that, and she escapes these, or doesn't really escape, but she manages to leave the asylum. Moving on to Madness Returns. Hint is in the name. She is now in an orphanage because she's 19 but no parents, no family, no nothing. Now in an orphanage, she is undergoing hypnotherapy by a Dr. Bumby. Now this person is using hypnotherapy to make her forget her times in Wonderland and to be a normal person. Which is a little tricky considering her madness is coming back. Now, she goes through brief periods, well not brief periods of madness, a lot of madness, but she goes back to Wonderland and discovers that everything's bad again, but this time it's because of the infernal train. But first game, Mad Hatter was tormenting and torturing and just performing experiments on the Dormouse and the March Hare. Second game, they make the infernal train, and with it, the ruin. Well, the ruin's actually caused by the main antagonist, but the ruin follows it and is basically destroying Wonderland. So they need to be stopped. They are stopped, and then you go through a whole story of through Wonderland, but with brief periods of you being conscious and sane and walking around London. FYI, it's set in London. Now, you eventually learn that Dr. Bumby, the hypnotherapist, is actually the one that started the fire. And by the way, this game is not for children. Not for children. It's a 15, but not for children. Oh no. There are very mature elements in it. For example, the nice doctor was only using hypnotherapy on people because he was either trying to get them, leave them as blank toys for people who have dirty minds, aka turn them into prostitutes, and this is children by the way, or make them forget that he raped them, which is what happened to Alice's sister. So you can imagine that when Alice finds out, well, he has his own alter ego in Wonderland called the Dollmaker. When Alice defeats the Dollmaker in Wonderland, in real life, she pushes the Doctor in front of an oncoming train. So he's dead. And then, okay, now firstly you got London, real, Wonderland, imaginary. In the end, her vision blurs blurs both of them into existence, so they're like intertwined and they're both real. Well, I say both real. They're just one's real, one's not, but she sees both at the same time. But her sanity's safe. Now, I haven't got through much of the game yet. I still need to go back to the Queen of Hearts after finding the caterpillar. But yeah, it's an amazing game. Now, on to graphics. Well, I say graphics, I mean just the general artwork of the game. I mean, you can see that. Well, not there you go. You can see how well that. Okay, no, there we go. Now you can see that. Let's try the back. That is the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat, not like the normal one. Much freaky looking, but this looks Tim Burton. It's not a Tim Burton thing, but it looks Tim Burton. The settings are amazing. And speaking of settings now, you control Alice. Alice in Wonderland, when in Wonderland, first she has little her standard blue dress. Sorry, let me just charge my laptop. Yes, standard blue dress with the white apron, but it's slightly bloodstained and it's got weird symbols on it. Also, the ribbon at the back holding the apron on has got a little skull. And her weapon of choice in this is the Vorpal Blade. Vorpal Blade being the thing that killed the Jabberwock in the first game. In this game, well, in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, it's basically just, it's a sword. This, however, it's a kitchen knife. But it's a badass kitchen knife, considering it can just do so much damage and it killed the Jabberwock. It's got weird little designs etched into it, it's really cool. And, like all weapons in the game, you can upgrade it. You can upgrade it at the most, it does so much damage. You also get other weapons, I'll explain this in a minute, but now Alice's dress, wherever she goes, it changes. First there's like a little, it's like her standard blue dress, but as soon as she goes to the Mad Hatter's domain, which is basically, steampunk world, like all machinery and gears and stuff, her dress changes to steampunk, as well as like, her like, full outfit, because you can get like boots and stuff. When she goes underwater, her dress changes to a weird little like jellyfish ensemble, and the ribbon at the back is actually well, the string coming off of it is a little thing on the anglerfish head, a little thing, the light thing like that. That's cool. Now I think I've missed a dress or two because I changed it. In the main menu you can change to set the actual dress, not the story mode dress. But any dresses you've accumulated, you can set them as that. I need to change that though, but yeah. Weapons. As I said, you got the Vorpal Blade. You then get the Pepper Grinder. Pepper Grinder is basically just a pepper grinder, but it's a Gatling gun basically. And you can upgrade it. Basically it peppers things and use it to hit clocks, which every hit moves the clock hand all the way around until the last hit unlocks a certain thing, a room or a surface to walk on, and you can also use it to pepper snouts. Now there are certain snouts throughout the game that, or the first snout you actually encounter, you have to pepper it in order to go through the game, but they're just like pig snouts. But they unlock certain things, be there like baskets of goodies or doors and stuff. That's really cool. Speaking of goodies, goodies you get are either roses or teeth, and teeth is normal white ones or golden ones, which are worth 10. You use those to upgrade weapons. Then, I realise this is going to be a long video, sorry about that. Got the hobby horse, you know, with the horse head and stick. That's basically a little, I say little, it's very big. You use it to, where you can break down, breakable walls and floors, and it's absolutely amazing. And also, you can also break enemy defences. Then we've got the teapot cannon. Basically, it just launches a tea grenade, which can destroy things at like a distance, like a wall at a distance. And you can also use that at close range, but you have to swap it with the pepper grinder. You also got two other weapons. You got the clockwork bomb, which basically you can set it down, and it'll attract enemy fire, and they'll just attack it, not you. And then you can make it explode, and it'll do damage, but minimal. Or you can put it in front of like a destructible thing, like a wall or a floor. It'll destroy it. Or you can weigh down little like stone slabs, which like bring certain things up. Which doing so is like a time thing. You have a certain time limit before you after you hop off, and then try and get to it. So that weighs it down so you can get a longer time. And then you've got the umbrella. Picking up the umbrella means that you can deflect certain projectiles coming at you. Not all, however, I've tried all. But doing so actually allows you to destroy enemies. Now, you got the Cheshire Cat. Now, in the first game, he helps you, just like gives you hints everywhere. Second game, same again, but it's just amazing. Now, Alice's abilities. When first going to Wonderland, she can only... well, she's like her normal size in real life. So she has to get smaller. And to get smaller, she has to go into this little, like, pool of Drink Me Potion, which is actually, in the first game you have to get to a certain point in order to make it, and then you can shrink, and then you have a control over the shrinking. But in this one, you just go into the pool and you get shrunk a bit. But, well, again, you get shrunk to your small Alice, rather than normal Wonderland Alice. But you do shrink back up, well, you grow up. But afterwards, when you shrink, you can see certain drawings, which is shrink sense. And also you can see certain platforms that you can't see when you're normal size, or normal Wonderland size anyway. Now, this way you go to certain areas, and it's brilliant. Also shrinking violets. They're purple flowers, and if you stand in one and shrink, if you're low on health, which is roses, it'll heal you all the way. And if you just like stay shrunk, and then what you have to do is unshrink, which is let go of the button if you're on Xbox or PC actually, and then you get teeth from it as well. Brilliant. Her jumping abilities: if you jump once and jump into the air, then you press jump again, you can glide, or you can press jump again to jump again, and then hold it and glide again. Do the same and you can glide a third time, but that's it, you can't glide anymore. But it's amazing. I recommend buying it no matter what format it is, like PC, well, you can buy the game or you can download it on Steam, PlayStation or Xbox. It's just a brilliant game. I highly recommend it. And you can also get like DLC for it, which is amazing. DLC, you get the Vorpal Cleaver rather than the Vorpal Blade, which is like the knife. Cleaver is basically just a cleaver, but it's stronger. And when you complete the game, you can actually like do the New Game Plus mode, which is go through the entire game, but you have all the weapons, rather than going through it again and having to collect them again and stuff. And it's so cool. And there are certain areas which well, there's a certain area which requires the hobby horse, but that has to be maxed out. So you have to collect all the teeth for it and upgrade it and upgrade it and upgrade it until it's finally ready, because you have to smash through the ground, and it's just very hard to do that bit. I tried it at first, but it wouldn't let me. Now I know why. So yeah, definitely worth buying. And considering, well, for the Xbox one, it comes with an online pass. Now, what you need to do for the online pass is you have to go into the game, you have to be signed into Xbox Live, you can enter the code that comes with the game, and you can unlock the original game. How cool is that? So yeah, now for voice work, I give it a 4 out of 5. The only reason is some bits, well, they're not really that good. It's just a bit too monotonous. The artwork, I give it a 5. I have to. Story, a 5. And just overall rating, 4.5. Because it's just an amazing game. I do recommend it. So, that's been my review for Alice Madness Returns. And our next video, our next review will probably be after I finish reading You Might Be a Zombie and Other Bad News. So stay tuned for that, and give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe below, make it a favourite if it was your favourite. I don't think it was, but well, who knows. And I will see you in 2 days. May the odds be ever in your favour. Ciao ciao.